The gap between a technical idea and a functional product is finally closing. Hi everyone, I'm Leo from Redesigned DSP. For the last month, we've been quite iterating inside the Discord community. A huge thanks to everyone who helped to break the early builds. Today we are officially opening the doors for the second round of the open beta. V0.9.9 is out now and installers are live for everyone. If you're completely new here, Amorph is an audio plugin that lets you build costume, effects or instruments and even more using plain text. You describe the audio logic you want, pass it into an AI and compile instantly the actual DSP code directly inside your DAW. If you use the early version, you already know that we have Amorph instrument and effects version. V0.9.9 comes with some big updates. First, based on many requests, we're introducing Amorph MIDI. It takes MIDI in, it splits MIDI out. This lets you build custom arpeggiators, logic tools and more. Second, we completely redesigned the old interface system. Before you were stuck with boring default readout dials, and now you can independently prompt your entire user interface using HTML and JavaScript, which means you can now generate custom visualizer, boutique dials or XY pads in seconds. So let's look at how this all connects. Once you open your DAW, create a new track and search for Amorph. If you run the installer, you will see you have now 3 variants showing up. I'm going to load the instrument variant on the track. This opens up a simple standard instrument. On the header, you see the patch manager. But the interesting part is here, where you can find the 3 main modes. Right now we are on the present mode, where you can play the instrument. But if you want to see the underlying code, you have to go to the lab mode. And finally, the hub. This is our cloud preset ecosystem. We're seeding it with our own patches right now, but it's built to become a massive community library. Right now you can browse patches, let's say you need a bass, and get it immediately on your track. If you wanna create your own tool, hit New Project, Clear, and this brings you into a fresh lab session. So a quick tip for Reaper users. To type without triggering the DAW shortcuts, just right-click the plugin and make sure that Send all keyboard inputs to plugin is enabled. It's a small workaround for now. You will see that the old parameter section is gone. There's no more filling out title, author or metadata fields. Now all those variables are handled directly in the code. For the DSP prompt, I'll go with a vintage Pluck synth with poor sine triangle and pitch instability. Attack, decay, release controls, ping-pong delay and feedback with low-pass damping. Copy the prompt. This allows Amorph to pass the optimized prompt. Now you can feed it into a large language models. I will use Gemini to showcase. Paste the code back in, then hit compile. So if there's no error appearing, the engine is running. If there's an error, let me simulate it. You just have to copy it and paste it back to the large language model, and it will give you, hopefully, the solution. For now, let me go back to the working session and show you how to play it now. For the interface, you can auto-generate the dials by clicking this button. If you go to present mode, you can see the auto-generated dials, but we want something custom. So go back into the lab mode and switch it off. Now let's switch to the user interface tab. You can remove all the custom generated dial code and start from fresh. It's the same flow as for the DSP. Just replace the prompt. I copy the prompt. Replace it, apply the user interface and hit present. So, this is our synthesizer. Let's hear how it sounds, and let's see if the visualizer works. Let me play some needy. So, sound is coming through. I'm also seeing some geometric shapes, so this is now a custom instrument. I can also save it, give it a name, vintage Pluck. And now it's a good moment to showcase you also the MIDI variant. And we can just load it behind the instrument, so the incoming MIDI messages are gonna trigger the MIDI variant that will then control our instrument. Let's put the MIDI. Here a note on compatibility. If you're on Logic Pro, use the AU version, so it fits the MIDI effects slot. In any other DAW, as well as for Windows users, use the VST3. So I'm gonna search the VST3 version of the MIDI and load it up. here we have the custom patch that loads up together. This is exactly what I needed right now to play my instrument. Let me show you with just one single note. The arpeggiators just work when the transport state is on. So right now, if I'm playing it, it's not working. You have to have it playing. This is synced to your DAW, so it's syncing the rate actually with your DAW tempo, and you can choose the pattern to arpeggiate between the notes. So let me actually create a chord to arpeggiate through, C minor. Good. You can also control the decay of the notes that is triggered. Okay, I see. And here you can trigger also more octaves to be in the pattern. Wow. I'm not sure the feedback is working. Let's see. Maybe the damping is too... The feedback and damping and this logic is not completely on. So in this case, you just can take this and request a fix. Make sure that you are in the correct tab at prompting. Right now I was about to prompt in the user interface for a DSP problem. Copy the prompt, go back to your LLM and maybe switch it to a better model to be more aware of it and hope that he will fix it. Yes, the reasoning model took a bit of time. Let's hope that this will work better. Just replace it all and compile. No errors, good. Let's hear out this sounds. Yes, you can hear that the feedback now is working. The reasoning model was worth it. Let me test the damping a little bit more. It works. Let's make it slower. Perfect. So now we have a new instrument. We can save it and you can overwrite your custom preset. Since Amorph is a standard plugin, you can now map your hardware controllers, automate these parameters and save everything. And for the nerds, every session generates local code files. Just click this icon to browse your local files and you can see the 3 variants are here. Right now we are in the instrument and you can see inside the project folder, each patch will automatically generate this folder containing all the front end, the back end. So that's the open beta workflow. But let's be honest about the friction. We know that manually copying and pasting between your browser and DAW breaks the focus. V0.9.9 is actually the final manual step. Our next major update brings the integrated agent. We are implementing the Bring Your Own API key and MCP support. You just plug in your key, the agent will live inside the Amorph. You type your prompt and plugin will write the code, compile it, and it fixes automatically without you ever leaving the DAW. With MCP, it will even understand your local project context. We're moving away from copy-pasting and turning this into an autonomous development environment. The Mac and Windows open beta installers are live right now. You can find them in the description. So real quick before we wrap, Amorph is completely free and we're keeping it that way. Huge thanks to everyone who supported us with donations so far. It seriously keeps the lights on and lets us focus entirely on pushing this development cycle forward. So jump in, download the update, break the new HTML interface and MIDI routing. And if you haven't joined the Discord yet, the link is below. Show us what you build, get your APIs keys ready for the agent update, and see you in the lab.